Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. My name is LaShawn Jenkins with the Notary Institution. I actually coach and mentor different notary signing agents on how they can have a successful notary signing agent business. Me myself, I actually have a successful notary signing agent business. Um, Within my first 2 years, I started, received great results, and now I'm just here. I want to tell everyone about the business and about how much you can actually make in this business. But that's not what we're actually going to fully talk about today. Today we're actually just going to go over the best mobile apps that you should have as a notary signing agent. So we are live. So if you have any questions or anything like that, type them in the chat box. I will answer them talking about the best mobile apps for the notary signing agent business. For anyone who's running a notary signing agent business, there's different apps to help make it easier. Hello, Girl Boss Plan. Welcome back. But make sure you're listening, downloading these apps because these apps will actually save your life in the long run. So the first app I actually have is the Square app. I use the Square app in order to create invoices, and also with the Square app, you can create an invoice and then require that person to pay a deposit. This is very important for those general notary work appointments because sometimes customers they really don't need a notary, so they might try to make an appointment with you, and then they turn around and cancel. So you want a way to secure that time. You want to make sure that even if they do cancel, you did get the $10 or $5 non-refundable fee that you requested. So that way you don't waste your time with somebody else. At least you got to pay for your time. Um, Another thing with the Square app, it is a great way to like keep track of your customers and stuff. But really, I just use it for anyone who's actually just interested in making an appointment and I need that deposit. PayPal you can use now and create invoices, but with the Square app, it's easy. It's right on the phone. You could take card payments through Square app also. Another thing is I use SnapDocs. SnapDocs is just a way when I have my loan signings and stuff, and I need to get to that information. Or, for example, if I'm at a signing and I need to relook at a document, because sometimes I make mistakes. Sometimes the documents may actually not print right, or it might be cut off. So sometimes I'll pull it up on SnapDocs just to make sure, it wasn't my error or was there an error on their end. Also, with the SnapDocs app, you can actually get dang it, the signing company's information, and also if you need to call someone and you need help, you'll be able to get access to those numbers really quickly through the app. Another app I use is QuickBooks. Now, this is actually my favorite app that I use. It just once when I found out about this app, it just made everything simple. I use QuickBooks, the self-employed version. It's an app you can download on the phone. It tracks your mileage. You can send invoices, and also you can receive payments on the QuickBooks. It's all in one. It's an accounting software. There's many accounting softwares, but with this one, I like it because it's easy to use. It tracks my mileage. It tracks my mileage for everything, to be honest. It helps me separate between personal and business. Because with some of the apps, I'm not sure some of the apps actually track everywhere you go. You're not actually able to separate from personal from business. But on the QuickBooks app, you are able to do that. I believe it's like $9.99 a month or something. But depending if you actually do your own taxes, TurboTax offer it free for people who actually file their taxes with TurboTax. So that's another great app to look into. Another app I use is I always make sure I download Gmail because I have a Gmail account for where people contact me for their loan signings. So I always make sure I download that app. I always make sure that any signing company or anyone who issue out signings, I want to answer that question, Joanna. Anybody that issue out any type of signings, I always have them on my VIP list. When they on that VIP list, those notifications come straight to my phone. I get emails all day, but anyone that's supporting, those emails will come straight to my phone, and that way I'm able to reply a lot faster. Normally, I'm actually always checking my email for the most part, but I always want to make sure that I actually highlight the important people on VIP so it comes straight to my phone. So I want to take a little break and I want to answer um, Joanna Porter question. I have a notary certificate. What app can I use? Um, are you talking if you're talking about the notary certificate, like with your commission? I mean, that's the only thing I can think of that you could be talking about. But if you're talking about something like that where you can, I guess, show people your notary certificate, I don't think there's really an app for that. Depending if you have an iPhone or not, and I mean, just depend on what you have. Like I have, Apple computer and the iPhone, and actually have like a file saved in my computer, so it has my notary commission in there. So if I wanted to pull it up, I can just go on my phone and look on the hard drive or the iCloud drive, I should say, and pull it up and show it if that's what you want to have. But no, there's no app just to show your notary certificate. Girl boss plan asked me, do I do my own taxes? No, I do my own personal. I do my personal taxes, but I don't do my business taxes. With the QuickBooks though, it actually helps. It helps me keep track of everything. So that way when I do hand over to my business taxes, um, it's easy because I'm tracking all my information for them, and all I have to do is just give it to them. So the last app that I use Google Voice. This app is required for anyone who's running a notary signing agent business, and if you have a Google Voice number, you need the Google Voice app. With that app, you'll be able to create your voicemail, keep track of your calls. You can forward your calls to your phone. You can stop forwarding the calls to your phone. You have a lot more control of the number. Instead of if you don't actually download that app, what will happen is you'll receive the calls, but you won't know. You necessarily won't know. Um, you won't necessarily know you missed a call. You'll get the email instead of it coming through your phone. You won't. Sometimes you won't even get the call if you don't have the app on your phone and you don't have it set up right. You won't even receive the calls. You'll just receive the emails that you're missing calls because you haven't yet to download the app and sync it in with your phone. So now I'm actually going to take some time and answer some of the questions. Is there a minimum startup supply list? Yes, I do. I can actually just give you a supply list if that's what you need. I have the link to that. Let me provide it for you. I can do a video about that, the basic supplies you need to get started. Let me thank y'all guys. Y'all questions actually help a lot. It makes more content, I can have more videos, also help other people start notary signing agent business as quickly as possible. Let me see, list of supplies. And then I had another question I want to answer that I seen. Let me just provide this link for her. Okay, girl boss, yeah. Download. Okay, so I want to answer her question. Valencia. I hope I said that right. Okay. So she asks where. Oh, you can actually click it now. Show. Okay, where can I access the fees that could be charged for different kind of notary service? So Valencia, to answer your question, your best bet is to go to your Secretary of State website. Normally on your Secretary of State website, it will always show you how much you could charge for each notarial act. To answer your question. Okay, someone else never. Oh, you're welcome, girl boss plan. So that is all I have for today. Hopefully I was able to help you. Actually, no, that was not all. Okay. And we have two more apps. So I don't use these apps, but my students use these apps and they really like these apps. So I'm going to put these two apps out there. They have Notary Gadget and Notary Assist. So these apps are basically, from what it looks like, is they combined Square, basically what the Square app do with, tracking your invoices, tracking your loan signings. They also track your mileage. You can get directions and it already pre-calculates everything for you. These are awesome apps. My students actually use these apps. They love them. Plus, with these apps, they're able to see their results. They're able to see, how much they made in a month. They actually really get to see how much they're making, um, including with the expenses of the mileage too. So those are two great apps. They're called Notary Gadget and Notary Assist. Again, if you have any questions, make sure you email me at the notaryinstitution@gmail.com, or you can just type something in the comments and I will reply to you as soon as possible. If I don't reply to you, um, say if it's something like you asked me a topic, most likely I'm just going to do a video for you. That's normally what I've been doing. Just if it's a question like how girl boss, girl boss plan asked about the supplies, I have a list, but I can just do a video about the different supplies that you need. So maybe I will put something together and we get a video. But if y'all have any other topics that y'all want to talk about, don't forget, type them in the comments and y'all have a great day. Oh, okay, guys. So I was about to go, but we do have a question from Anel. I think I said your name right. I think it's Anel. So Anel, she asks, how can I increase my revenue during this part time? First, exactly what are you doing? Are you doing general notary work or are you doing loan signings? But in the end, it really kind of don't matter. Your goal, you should definitely be marketing yourself, figuring out different free marketing techniques. You can actually, oh, perfect, I mentioned it right. Found out different free marketing techniques. Because the goal is, you do not want to spend a lot of money trying to start the business. When you spend too much money starting a business, some people do get discouraged on starting. Yes, for loan signings. So for loan signings in particular, you want to make sure that you are signing up with the different loan signing companies. I believe 2 days ago, I went over exactly how to find sign companies. I believe the video is still up on my channel. You have to go to the playlist on live videos. I believe I did it on Sunday, where I went over exactly how to market your business for loan signings. And I showed y'all exactly how you could find these loan signing companies. Your goal is to target the loan signing companies, title companies, and escrow companies. You have to be really dedicated to marketing. Even if, say, about you spend about 2 hours of each day signing up for loan signing companies, submitting your application, and then say you spend the next week, write a list of 10 title companies in your local area and learn how you're going to market to these people. One way is attend these local meetup events. Depending on where you located at, they have different kind of events that title companies host. The title companies, to be honest, they be having like parties at the title company. They be having, I want to say no alcohol drinks at the title company, but they be having drinks, food. They celebrate Cinco de Mayo at the title company. Right now, with everything going on, with COVID, people not really, partying like that. But the title company are still hosting like Zoom classes online. So you really have to look for title companies in the area and look what they're doing. Check them out on Facebook to see what events they're actually having. Hopefully, I know I was able to answer your question. Jacqueline Williams, I will send you a message. I'm not sure. You say you're interested. But guys, make sure you check out my website also, where I have the Aspiring Notary Signing Agent course. It's a course to help anyone who's looking to advance their business or just even start their business, and they look for somebody who will actually mentor them throughout the process. That is all I have for today. Make sure you subscribe so that you can get notified when I go live. My goal this week is to just put out content, put out information for people so that y'all can actually start a notary signing agent business like me. And that is all I have.